Life Science IQ.
Hello everybody, TheKingSource here. Remember to subscribe to the channel, like the videos, share the videos out, comment on the videos. Helps everybody out, and watch as much of the videos as you can. That helps everybody out because it's great content to you. Today we're talking about the new rules of emphasis for the 2022 NCAA football season. You can see a copy of your book on the right-hand side of your screen, and then the rules we're talking about. We'll go one by one, and I'll tell you what I understand about these, okay? Now, targeting. This is the first one here. On the player safety rules. The main emphasis here is getting it right. Not calling targeting when it wasn't committed, and making sure to call it when it was committed. That's the main point of emphasis on this. They've had so many issues with it, calling when it wasn't there, or not calling when it was. Now they're going to make an emphasis on getting it right. It will be reviewable every time. Again, so kind of keep an eye on that. Let's see how accurate they get with that one. Number 2. Disconcerting signals, clapping defensive shifts. This is to stop the defense from causing the offense to go off sides, okay? This can be automatic first down false starts. Defensive false starts. Or offsides, they could call it. Or, what's it called? Anticipating the snap, I think is what they call it. So there's a few different things that they could be doing here. This means you cannot be clapping when you're on the field, or even on the sidelines. That'll be a 15-yard penalty. The defensive shifts, you cannot shift after getting set now. So it'll be interesting to see how that one works if teams follow it, if it's called, how the refs handle it. The disconcerting signals is giving signals on the field, offense or defense, and trying to distract them. So audibles or fake audibles could get a penalty under this. Go read the rule. You can kind of see what they're talking about. Next one is unsportsmanlike conduct, taunting opponents. We're going to see a lot more ejections. Okay? A lot more ejections. So it'll be interesting to watch this, but yes, a lot more, and I mean a lot more ejections are coming for unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. That's anything outside normal gameplay can be called for that. Taunting is making fun of an opponent because you maybe batted a pass down or picked a pass off or did something good. So this should be an interesting one. One of the ones I'm more excited to see here, exactly how they call this one. Okay? Number 4, feigning injuries. It means faking. If it is believed that players faking injuries stop the clock, it'll extra rest time, it'll be a 15-yard penalty and a first down. Now, unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. So that kind of goes to the one above it. Be very interesting to watch. I've been clamoring for this so long. It's about time we get this one. Uniforms, knee pads, pants, jerseys, and T-shirts. There are going to be 15-yard penalties or ejections if a player has knee pads above the knee. Or shirts or jerseys that aren't right or whatever. You need to be in uniform again, which you always should have been. It's going to be very interesting to watch this one. How many players get ejected? How many players' careers get destroyed because they don't think they can handle having pads go below the knee, etc. But it is mandatory that uniforms be tucked in below the knee, look good, have proper logos on the helmet and on the jersey. A whole bunch of stuff is going into play here. It's going to be fun one to watch as well. The last one says sideline management and control. This means anybody comes off the sideline that shouldn't is going to get a penalty immediately. Probably a 15-yarder. Could be the 5-yard sideline infraction if it's accidental. They don't realize it. But there's a 15-yarder now that's been added in. So kind of keep an eye on that one as well. Could be very, very interesting to watch. Very interesting to watch all of these, especially this one, how they put this into play, penalize it, control it, etc. So this has been an in-depth look at the 2022 NCAA football points of emphasis. If you have questions, you can ask me, and I can go more in depth on a few of them. But just realize, you read the rule book, it'll tell you what they're looking for. But this is going more in depth to have an emphasis on it, to call it, to stop this cheating. When you see a football player out there with the pads with the knee, which is illegal, or a jersey that's untucked, you see the belly, which is illegal. Other stuff like that, like taunting an opponent, which can be anything like from high-stepping while going in the end zone, to pointing at them, to yelling down at them after you tackle them, a whole number of things. So it's very interesting times in college football. We'll kind of see how this affects things in the upcoming season. It's been the King Source. Have a great day, everybody.